Rushing Manhua. Hello, everyone. In the last chapters of this thing, our dear Alfred pulls our protagonist Ruam Young from the lake and the unlucky girl he saved from falling off the bridge. I mean, in reality, the one who ended up saving everyone was the butler. If it weren't for him, the two would drown in that lake. After all this, the two go to the Devil's Mansion. There we discover that through her feelings, the girl manages to make some red fruits grow in the backyard mansion and then are presented to the Demon of Luck. Yes, the same one who made the contract with Kim Dok-yoon. Then we find out how he works and how his power works. Basically, he looks for different ways to get people to sign a contract with him. The person who signs this contract has all his luck stolen. Firsthand, he delivers some pamphlets near a university. It says that whoever signs the contract will receive a unique fragrance for free. Many people fall for this scam, and soon after we see the consequences of these contracts, a disaster happens. Everyone who signed that contract died when the university collapsed. The next day, the Demon of Luck meets our unlucky girl who was sitting on a bench in the square. And then the clash finally happens, and in the end, the girl, very angry at having her luck completely sucked out of her, puts a knife in the blonde's back.
5 seconds.
Well, I highly doubt that a demon would die from a single knife, so before the lucky demon could retaliate, our protagonist arrives, squeezing his chicken neck, saying he was going to ask him one more time. If he got his luck back, would he make a contract with him? After that, we can see a piece of his clothes flying towards a truck. The guy who was driving asks what that was, and yes, the luck of the Demon of Luck acts once again. His clothes end up shattering on the truck's window, causing the driver to become distracted and the truck to go straight to the side of the road, breaking everything in front of him, including falling directly on the head of our prota, who was squeezing the lucky guy's neck. And well, the truck falls right on our demon's head, leaving the lucky demon intact. How the truck didn't hit the lucky guy, I don't know. Because, well, a truck isn't that small. Isaac Newton cries watching this scene. In the middle of the truck crash, an explosion. 2 days ago, our demon was inhaling. No, I don't know what he was inhaling. Mockery. It is probably the fruits of the mansion's plantation. So he exhales red smoke from his mouth. Alfred says his symptoms are getting worse and asks if it's just his imagination. The prota says that maybe his time is finally coming. The medicine wasn't working on him anymore. He thinks he's going to die. Alfred asks if the fruits appeared because of Dok-yoon. He heard that these fruits could help suppress his symptoms. Then the prota asks if her name is really Dok-yoon. The prota says that the fruits turned white as soon as she left. Alfred asks him why he doesn't make a contract with him, as he usually has feelings of despair when cleaning the mansion. The prota is speechless, changes the subject, and asks him if he found the name of the demon who made a contract with the girl. Alfred says he did it as soon as he ordered. Then he shows the newspaper on his cell phone related to the disaster that happened around the university. He says that the guy on the cover of the newspaper is clearly the Devil of Luck. The prota says it is the work of a very skilled demon, and wonders why he didn't hear about this demon before. Alfred makes fun of him, saying that maybe it was why he was an exile who was banished from hell. Says he has no friends and wastes all his time lying at home. Prota says it doesn't matter. He just needs to get rid of the luck demon. That's the only way he could make the contract with the girl. So he puts on his coat. But before leaving, he asks her name. The idiot forgot again. Alfred acts ignorant, saying he forgot his name, this human person. I mean that girl's name. Then the prota asks what the name of that human is, and Alfred asks if he forgot. Then he finally replies that he is Dok-yoon. After this flashback, we return to the burning truck. People stop around to look at the misfortune that had happened on the bridge. And in the midst of all the fire, the Demon of Luck emerges unharmed, with just a few scratches and a little dirt on his coat. He takes a few steps and is startled by something coming behind him. Our hero not a cape. He has devil wings and black and white hair. Here comes our prota with his incredible angel wings. That is, devil wings carrying the truck driver in his hand. A true hero. Amazed, Dok-yoon says he is bleeding. Alfred holds her and tells her not to come any closer. Our prota squats on the floor and says he's finally okay. Then he tells Kim Dok-yoon that she said she was thinking about making a contract with him after all this is over, and he ends the luck demon race. He tells her not to forget that, and repeats his name once again, Kim Dok-yoon. Well, now I think he doesn't forget her name anymore. The girl says she thinks he hit his head really hard. The luck demon says he thinks he's bluffing. Our favorite devil gets very angry and spreads his wings, leaves a trail of fire behind him, and takes a leap flying towards him with extreme speed. However, life is not sweet. As soon as he gets close, the Devil of Luck grabs him by the neck. The lucky man says that even without using his luck, he thinks he can beat our prota considering his current state. After saying that, he pushes our prota's face into the ground, causing a mini hole to open under our favorite bad guy's head. With a mocking face, the demon of luck give one shaking his hand after the punch and says he expected much more from a demon as famous as our prota. And to finish off our big boy's dignity, he says that in the end, he was just a piece of shit. Our prota stays bleak on the ground. He took a real beating. Alfred is amazed at what just happened, so he takes action. He handcuffs Dokyun, apologizing. She asks what that was. Why was he handcuffing her? On the ground, something very strange is happening to our hero. Half of his body has been taken over by a shadow that has expanded from his tattoo and that continues to grow. The lucky guy looks at him without understanding anything. In the blink of an eye, his body was taken over by shadows. A dark air circulates the body of our protagonist. Alfred is impressed because some kind of medication was suppressing our ability to restrain ourselves. He gets very scared and says that if this continues, everyone there would fall into a state of collective despair. The girl asks what he is talking about and why is she in handcuffs. Meanwhile, a thick black energy could be seen forming behind them. The lucky man is shocked by what he is seeing and asks if he still had all that sealed power. What types of abilities did that monster still have? He sees that he didn't have the slightest chance against our protagonist. The lucky man falls to his knees on the floor. He starts to shake and picks up a piece of glass that was near him. Alfred says that that ability only appears when Ruam-young loses control of him. Same, the smallest feelings of hope that people have are amplified in an instant when they are exposed to the shadow of Captain due to feelings of despair that cannot be controlled or resolved. People become overloaded with a harsh sense of helplessness. The lucky one was most affected by Ruam-young's shadow, as he was extremely close to him when he lost control. The luck demon was about to drive that shard of glass into his chest. Later, the effects of the shadow can reach the state of absolute futility, and in the worst-case scenario, exposed people end up committing self-death. I didn't say anything much on YouTube. The power of our prota is complete nonsense. It is really very dangerous. Ruam-young starts to fly in front of the lucky guy. Well, I think that at this moment there is no luck that can help this guy to save himself. The funny and amusing figure of our prota had just disappeared. All we could see was his wings and the complete darkness emanating from his body. The demon of luck is no longer able to withstand such power that persuades his mind to kill himself. Then, against his will, he shoves the glass into his belly. Around him, many people who were also caught by the power of our prota were in disagreement. Even Alfred and Kim Dokyun left this plan, but as they are handcuffed, they didn't fall to the ground like the others. Well, I don't know if the handcuffs interfere with other things. In the nothingness in her mind echoed a voice that told our unlucky girl not to die again and again. And then she wakes up. The first thing she sees is the devil in his most powerful form. Alfred wakes up soon after and calls the girl by name. He says he left the handcuff keys in his sock. And well, his reaction was not very pleasant. He says to ask our protagonist a few things. Then she frees herself from the handcuff. She thanks Alfred, and then she looks back and starts walking slowly towards Ruam-young. As she walks, she says that the demons have made quite a mess among them. The girl passes next to the lucky demon who was groaning in pain on the floor, and then finally, she comes close to the devil. The source of all darkness emanated from his heart. She wonders what she will do. How can she stop that? Then she touches the heart where all that darkness was leaking. Out of nowhere, a light hits her. She was on a beach with Ruam-young. She wonders where that is. It didn't seem real. She wonders if that could be that idiot's conscience. Then she calls him. Angry, she asks him what he is doing there so carefree while the rest of the world is in chaos. Hence, all our expectations were shattered. He starts singing, pointing at her. But soon she punches the bum in the face. And well, with that, he recovers the conscience. He's all bloody. It's no surprise either. The guy was run over by a truck and his face destroyed in floor. He looks up and sees the person who was holding him. And well, something crazy happened. The girl's neck didn't look normal at all. Darkness was beginning to take over part of her body, just like in the appearance of our prota. That's all, guys. Leave a like and subscribe to follow the next videos. If you want to continue this work or there is another one that you want to become a video, comment below. Bye.